Bridging the gap. Naomi Banks, the goddess. Tune in. Hey yo, Black, where we at? Elements. Got a problem? What's the issue? Ask Naomi for advice, she will bless you. Is it sex, love, or relationships? If your spirits are down, you can get a daily uplift. Just listen every word that she speaks. Setting trends with hashtags for every day of the week. Hashtag motivational Mondays, testimonial Tuesdays. I've been listening for the last 2 days. Wet Willie or Wisdom Wednesdays. Either way, the conversation gon' be lengthy. It's not hearsay. This is her way. You know she'll keep you thirst trapping on a Thursday. 4 days down, I'll talk about the number 5 day. Never coy, she always keeps it freaky on Fridays. Spiritual on Saturdays with sessions in the morning. Still uplifting and inspiring you all in. Being the goddess that she is, she keeps you all in. Formed on soul searching Sundays, just call in. If you misinformed, come get the facts. Fortunate for you, she's looking to bridge the gap. Yes, she was a porn star, but she's more than that. She's a certified specialist teaching us how to act. By the end of the show, we'll agree to disagree, but be good to each other and ourselves and keep it sexy. Yeah. Tune in every week to Ask Naomi. Bridging the gap with Naomi Banks and Dog Pound Mike. Don't miss it. Tune in.
All right. It's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more while bridging the gap between them all and teaching the world on sex, language, attitude, and spiritual uplifting. What's going on, Dog Pound Mike?
It's all good, all good.
You know, this is the thing. You know, let me tell y'all something. First of all, for those that are watching here on live on YouTube, on Twitter, y'all know when I have this leopard on and my hair is up, y'all know we gonna have some fun today.
Wow.
Well, our topic tonight is hall pass. Hall pass. And do you need a hall pass? And if so, are you up to allowing your spouse or partner a hall pass? Are you giving out hall passes? So let me tell you how this topic came up. Actually, we had did this topic probably about 8 years ago in January of 2015 on Chocolate Radio, the live show. You remember that, Dog Pound Mike?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And I was actually going through old footage of things, and I was like, oh, I need to bring this topic back up again because I'm wondering if we still have the same perspective on hall passes as we did 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Seriously, you need to go take another listen to it. Go back in your little, Thirst Trap Thursday, something, Dog Pound Mike, because you need to hear some of the things that you were saying that was coming out of your mouth.
I can only imagine.
Man, I'm
that was
just
a long
saying.
time ago.
It was 8 years ago. I think we done got a little bit more holier than that.
Oh, that's what we call it. That's what we call it.
Right, a little bit holier than that. I want to shout out to my BTG crew. I see all of you there. I want to thank you guys for coming out every week right here to Ask Naomi Bridge the Gap podcast. And I know you guys are looking from Facebook, from Twitter, and also straight from our website, asknaomi.com. I thank you all for support. I want to shout out to my boys, the Elements, that always come out with me some really, really great theme songs, opening songs. And I'm going to tell y'all, let me do this, y'all, because Chocolate Radio, the live show, those episodes are still up on Spotify. And take a listen for it. When I say we used to have fun on those shows, man, we used to have some fun on those shows. Seriously. I mean, we talked about kind of like the same things here. I think now we get a little bit more serious in the topics that we talk. We always had authentic conversation, real conversations, and great guests. But I think here more is that we've been through so much in the past 8 years that it's time to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's been time to grow. But I truly want to see what do my BTG crew think about this topic about hall pass.
There you go. Yep.
I mean, I got a lot of things. I got the do's and the don'ts and why we should or why we shouldn't and why do couples, venture off into that, open relationship or giving passes. And we got a social connection and a lot more.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. And then we're going to get to talking about those hall passes. It's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks, here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. We'll be right back.
Hey, my sexy people, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks. And I finally did it. I've written my first book, well, actually, it's a living journal. It's called Good Morning, My Sexy People, where I share my stories in different posts, but help a healing workbook for you. So it's 90 days to kick off your healing living journey. Pre-purchase now. Go to asknaomi.com and hit shop. Listen. Hey, my sexy people, this is your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks, and I just wanted to talk about something a little serious real quick. Right now in this world, sex trafficking is at an all-time high. And I want you ladies to be especially aware when you are out and pay attention to certain things. Now, there's a list of things right here that is going around social media, and I just wanted to pay special attention to it and just share it with you. So as I always say, always keep it sexy, but always be safe.
All right, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks, here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. And we talk about everything from sex, love, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more, while bridging the gap between the all and teaching the world on sex, love, language, attitude, and spiritual uplifting. And tonight's topic is hall pass. Do you need a hall pass? And would you be down for giving your spouse or partner a hall pass? Are you giving out hall passes, Dog Pound Mike Mike?
Yeah, I'm giving them out.
You are?
Oh yeah, I'm giving out hall pass.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's role play. We about to role play. Y'all ready for us to role play? We about to role play up in here. All right, so you convince me to give you a hall pass. What would you say to me to give you a hall pass? Make it good. Make it good. Make it good. I'm listening.
You know something, Naomi? I'm working 120 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
And, things are good, everything good at the home, on the home front.
Mm-hmm.
We doing our thing. We tight. Everything is working. Sometimes.
Are we tight like TIGHT or TYTE?
Ooh, TYTE.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Like that.
All right, keep going. Mm-hmm.
So, I need a hall pass, And that's the thing. The meaning with a hall pass is just to go out and just have some fun and just be yourself and just, whatever happens. I can go to the club, go to the strip club with the guys. I can throw some singles. I can make it rain a little bit, and if some extracurricular happens, it happens.
So let me say this. When you first started off, I was like, dang, he talking like he in jail or something. He need to go to the principal because he on what you call that? In detention. Like he got a detention or something.
Wow.
I don't know if that was convincing to me.
That wasn't convincing to you.
No, that was not convincing to me. It wasn't. Let me see. How can I convince you to give me a hall pass? Let me see how I'm gonna do this. I have to go back in my.
Okay.
I have to look. Hold on. I'm about the fun me. The fun flirty.
Okay.
Risque me. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Baby, I know you've been working a whole lot, right, baby? I've been under a whole lot of pressure, and I don't want to put no pressure on you, right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
So I was just figuring, let you go out and do your thing. And I know it's been a long time, but it's, sometimes I need a different flavor in my life. You
okay, bye. See you in the morning. You got me with the hey, baby.
All right, y'all, if y'all tuning in, we're talking about, we're having some fun with this show. If you're new here to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast and you're like, what in the hell are you talking about? we talk about everything, but this week we're having fun. And we're venturing off into sexual things, sexuality, and with relationships with couples, whether you married or um, in a complicated relationship.
Or you say she's just a friend.
Yes, or you say she just a friend, but she looking at a little. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking. But I want the hall pass, and I want to explain to you all what a hall pass is for those that don't know. No, it ain't about the principal or your teacher and you asking for a pass to go in the hallway. This is some real adult stuff that we get ready, grown folk stuff, authentic conversations. So what it really is, it's an agreement between partners where one is given permission to have a sexual or romantic encounter outside of the relationship.
Mm.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. And you know, when I thought about bringing this topic back up, I said, wow, I don't know how this will really stand in this point in time, because now polyamorous, polygamy, all of those different lifestyles are now, really bold now. They're really out there and just out in the public. You know what I mean? Where before it wasn't as popular as it is now.
Right.
So now it's like, is there really a such thing as a hall pass? Are there still, couples that look to do that? And then you got some couples like, no way, I'm not gonna do that. Like, mm-mm. And then also I want to put out there, let's have a little fun. Simone. All right. You got your list? I'm gonna give you a hall pass list. A hall pass list, you get your top 5. Your top 5 hall passes. I want you to think about it. Think about it, right? So this is what I want to do. I want to get I'm about to bring in my BTG crew real fast. I'm about to ask you all a question. And I want you to put them down. If you put them down, give me, and I ain't gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 3. Give me your top 3 hall pass requests. And what I mean by that is whether it's be a celebrity or, baby girl or baby boy down the street, or an old fling or something like that. Who will be your top 3 hall pass requests? I'm waiting. I don't know. We need some music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun,
We need
dun,
some,
dun,
huh?
dun. Dun, 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 dun. I won't get a trademark if I do that right.
we might have to pay some for that one.
Wait, maybe let me do another bebop.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Mhm.
boom, 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 boom. Okay, I like that clapping there. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna do mine, or you gonna do yours first?
You can do yours first. Do yours first.
Okay, you do mine first. Let me do mine first. I want y'all to think. I see, Charmaine, I hear you say you're gonna think, and I want y'all to be honest. There is no judgment zone here, because when I say mine, I bet not hear nobody judge my hall pass at all. Cause I got a little mixture going on. Didn't you hear me? I said I got little flavors going on.
Okay.
All right. Y'all know who the top one? LL Cool J. LL Cool J.
I need love.
Yeah. Will Smith.
Okay.
Jada.
Mm.
John B.
Mm.
And, I want something, a little different. That's a little seasoned. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Something a little different that y'all be like, for real? Yes. And I've had a crush on this man forever in a day. Ever in a day. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I was just in that rough looking stringy type of thing, but yeah, Sam Elliott.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it was the row house thing. Yeah, I don't know if the row house thing. Yeah, it ain't nobody new. Wait, it is somebody new, but he little. He's little.
He little.
He is. He little, and I'm tall. I'm like 5'9.5". I think he like 4'8". Let me stop because I'm
Wow.
but he's short. Bruno Mars. Mars is honorable mention.
Right. It don't make a difference. I talk because it's just hall pass, right?
Yeah, it's just a hall pass. It's just a hall pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a hall pass. What's your hall pass?
Hallie, and Hallie.
Okay, Holly. Dang, like, damn, Naomi, you got all them little mixtures and shit. Yeah, you got all them little flavors and 31 flavors and all that other stuff. You just can't just have just one.
Right. But we got some people coming back.
Okay, let's see. Let's hear him.
We're gonna put up Mr. Mass Man.
All right, Mr. Massman. He says Megan Good, Cardi B, and Chloe Bailey.
Bam.
Nice.
Right down the list.
Nice. That's sexy. All right, Massman. Okay. You got it tight. Thank you for that. All right, so who Brush? I see Brush. He said he felt like Will and Jada should come as a package. So you get two other choices. But I did put Sam Elliott in there.
Yeah, you did.
No, I put Bruno Mars in there.
Okay.
And man, who can I think?
But Will and Jada as a pet, that's two hall passes, ain't it?
But he's saying that I can use that as one.
Okay.
Like buy one, get one free.
Right. I hear you.
But on that one, it come as a package deal.
Any way to get an extra pass.
I'm just saying.
Okay, here go RJ Nixon.
All right. He said, no, you on my hall pass list. If I was in relationship, what does that say? I can't read.
Hypothetical speaking, and Nicki Minaj and Nia Long.
Nicki Minaj and Nia Long. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, that's all right. I want you guys to just have some fun here, some fun. And I know you got some people that won't do it at all, which is fine.
Here we go right here. Like Yoshi said, I don't need a hall pass because I'm with my woman and I don't need anyone else.
I know that's right, Yoshi. Okay, baby. All right, baby. Okay, baby. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you some reasons of why, or better yet, what's a way or a good idea to, kind of coax and go with it. And like I said in the beginning of the hour of the show, I told you that we're going to break them down in 3 different things. We're going to do the do's and the don'ts, or why you should and why you shouldn't, and also why they do that. Why they do open up their relationships to do that. So if anytime you are thinking of, kind of venturing out to something like that, there are some things that you need to know before you try and go out there on your own.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't trying to send nobody out there doing something that ain't right, because people got, I hate saying a word, but morally correct, what they feel like. And sometimes people really love their relationship and they don't need it. No, they don't need another outside venture of it. But then in some relationships, they do. And then we're going to go to social connection. There's a lot of people in social connection said that it was of cheating. I believe we spoke about what my meaning of cheating was. In general for me on what that was. And I think Dog Pound Mike might spoke of his too. But we're going to, kind of, go into that a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit more with that one. All right, so let me go to this. So number 1 is with the hall pass, it can be truly beneficial for your relationship. One is, and I want to make sure that I'm getting this right, because I had written all this stuff down. I really did. And so the first thing that you need to make sure that you have before you try to venture out, and this is one thing that I've always spoken for anything, even when we talked about, possibly doing a threesome remember the couple that wrote in, the guy that wrote in, and he was asking about it. That's something that he should do, that he should bring his wife in, on that situation. But 1, communication. Communication. It's important to have an open and honest communication with your partner about your feelings and intentions for giving them a hall pass. You understand? So let me say this, like, don't, if you already been doing something and then you want to come in and say, baby, hall pass when you were already being, dishonest in the beginning, that don't know.
You already was in the hallway.
Right, you was already in the hall. You already was in the hallway. You done stole somebody else's pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And this is one thing is that I just think in any relationship, especially when sex is one of the most important things in a relationship. Yes, intimacy and sex are two different things. Intimacy, sex, communication, respect. Those are important things, and just being honest and truthful of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And so when you can sit down with your mate and you can be honest about your needs and wants, especially sexually, and be able to talk about it and not feel judged about it, I think that's a great communication in a relationship when it comes to that. Because remember, I don't know if you guys listened to last week's show and other shows, that sometimes we are ashamed about some of the desires and wants that we want sexually with our partners or beyond. And the thing is that a lot of people, which I'm going to talk about before, is sometimes people come into a relationship not being honest who they are. And we can go back to the representative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All right, number 2. One of the things is to make sure that you have your boundaries in order. A clear define to the boundaries of a hall pass agreements to prevent any misunderstanding or hurt feelings. All right, so let me tell you, I don't know if I spoke to it ever on Ask Naomi Bridget the Gap, but I know I spoke to it on when we were on Chocolate Radio. I remember going to swingers events. I've never really kind of went hard in on them. I just used to like to go watch and be a voyeur. But anyway, we were at this particular island, Teasum, in Negril, Jamaica. Phenomenal resort. But we were a part of this crew of people that was swingers. This is really like, I'm just in there watching. I think we were the only chocolate people in the building, but besides the locals. But it was this particular couple that we've known them for about a year, and they were really attracted to me. And I'm assuming that they had boundaries on what they would and would not do. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe I was off limits, or maybe they were wanting to talk me into or get me to wherever it was, whatever. Nothing bad. Let me say that, nothing bad. So the very first time that I actually ever kissed a woman was at one of their parties. I'm in the middle of the dance floor. I had some lemon drops. They were good. Some lemon drops. Before you know, we was in the middle of the dance floor. All of us was just dancing. And before I knew it, this beautiful blonde woman just smacked one right on my lip. And before I knew it, we were kissing. And you know what? The crazy thing is that I felt tingles through my body. That's when I was like, whoa, that felt different for me. Like, what is this? Okay, I got a little tingle down there. Like, that kind of like heightened my curiosity.
Right.
That heightened my but and this time I'm 30 something years old, so I'm a grown woman, but I never knew that I had those urges or tendencies for me. I've always thought women were sexy, but I never looked at it that way. One of my best friends, one of my good girlfriends, like my sister, when she came out to us, I didn't understand exactly what it was, but I accepted her. Like, we went to gay parties and all that stuff to be very supportive. But I was like, I wasn't into women. What, I didn't think I was into women. But when that woman kissed me and I got the tingling down there, I was like, well, okay, hold on.
Let me think about this.
Let me think about it. But then at that moment, something clicked like, girl, this ain't what you be doing. And before I knew it, my man held my hand and he was like, I got you, baby. He was like, I got you, baby. Just relax and just be who you are and just go. All right, so fast forward. Now we on the island with these same couples. We on the island, same couples. I don't know if y'all ever been to Hidden needs them too.
Yeah.
Hito too. I don't know if y'all ever been there, but they got like a prude side and a nude side. So let me tell you, I used to love to walk around my house nude. The less clothes that I have, the more. And this was pre-adult entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
This was pre that. So I was always very comfortable in my skin, always wanted to be naked and nude. You know what I'm saying? Just comfortable. So as soon as we got on this island, I was just taking everything off. As soon as you cross that little line that say nude, I was taking everything off. Mind you, I've never seen, and y'all about to trip, I'm 30 something years old and never seen a white man's, never. But I seen one that week. And I never seen one. And it was so me as a 30-year-old woman going to this resort. And and as I'm crossing over these white beaches, this white sand, and I'm crossing and I'm running, and I see all of these naked white men. And I'm looking like, oh, they lied. Oh, they lied. You know that stereotype. You know that stereotype that they have about, white men, like, and big men, black men like, oh, they lied. They were lying because I saw a lot of white men, a lot of them. So I'm just running, looking, stopping, giggling. Like when I'm telling you, I was like, like I was in a candy factory. I wasn't going to do nothing with anybody, but it was just the fact of seeing all of this for the first time at 30 something years old. I think I was like 32, 31, 32. Okay. Seeing all of this for the first time, like never, Remember, I just got my first kiss by a woman at 30 something,
Right.
And so now we over in the nude pool. So, we doing everything. We having just a good, when I say a good time, a good time. I think if God probably would have came down there and my thought that, I probably would have went to hell. I kid you not. But I was with my man. And me and my man was enjoying each other in the open with no judgment at all. And it felt so good that there were no one pointing and, that it was just people just being free, right, on what it is, on what our bodies was or what we were feeling at that moment at that time. So now we over in at the nude pool. And we sitting there, we all talking, we got our drinks, and we talking, and the night goes, then the next night goes, and then all of a sudden, I'm over there making out with the girl again. Now, mind you, the husband had been hitting on me for a while. But when men always used to hit on me, so I just, okay, whatever, and just let it go. That's normal because I am a big ass tease. I am a big tease. But you ain't getting none. And that's what it was. But when I was sitting here kissing this man's wife, but she was kissing me, I was just on the receiving end of it.
You were just a receiver.
I was just a receiver because I am not an aggressor like that when it comes. I am such a fucking lady. I'm not aggressive at all. Do you believe me? I'm not.
Yes, I hear you.
I am such a lady. You had to court me. Give a damn.
You old school.
Yes, I am old school. Old school new booty. I can't even say old school new booty no more. I am that vintage. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a certain way that you have to, approach and come. And I've always been like that, period. I'm not aggressive in that manner when it comes to that. Now, other things I'm aggressive with, but that in that first connection with somebody like that on an intimate type of sexual flirting, no.
I hear you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. And so in that moment, but we were down there just having when I say we was having a good time. Before I knew it, he had pulled her away and they were over there arguing. I'm like, what the heck happened?
Broke up a happy home.
She broke it up. I was just on the receiving end of it. Because the rules are, the funny thing is that, remember the very first time we went on the event, and it kind of explained to us what the rules and stuff were. Back then it was the internet, but the internet wasn't like the internet now. So
Okay.
there was not a lot of things that you can research on swingers thing. I remember the very first time that that comment of a swingers came up is one of my guys that I used to work with me. We were real cool we were real cool. Never had sex. When I tell you I can put you in a friend zone and leave you in a friend zone, yeah, he was one of those. But he invited me to go to a swingers club. I didn't know what it was, and when I saw it, I said, "Oh, that's what that is." And I was like, okay. It didn't really turn me on. I was just looking as a voyeur, like, wow, that is very interesting. And never went again. You understand what I'm saying? Until later on, and I can't even say once I got into the industry, because it was before I got into the industry that I went through this experience. And that's when I got to find out that maybe I am, a little bi curious. Didn't know what it was, because I remember coming home, and I remember calling my girlfriends, they're my sisters. I said, look, I don't know what the heck I'm feeling right now, because I just kissed this woman. We was out there making out. Am I gay? Am I a lesbian? And then my girl said, no, you are far from a lesbian. Maybe you a freak, but you ain't no lesbian. Maybe bi curious. I didn't know what it was. And so from then on, I was like, okay, let me find out what this is, what it is that I'm feeling. And so at that time, I went to the library. When I say I used to do research, and I want to thank my uncle for telling me to go look up any and everything, I went and looked it up to find out what it was. And I was like, okay, so maybe this is what I am. Mind you, that was the first and only one at that time before I got into the industry. We ain't go all the way. We were just on the side kissing and all of that other stuff. So I guess she had a hall pass, and maybe she overdid the hall pass, or was I supposed to join the hall pass? Because they was arguing that day, but then the next day he was coming on to me strong. He was coming on to me strong.
I guess they didn't have good communication with their hall passes.
No, they didn't. Or they didn't even know their boundaries yet. Maybe they didn't have the clear, with it in their boundaries.
Right.
All right, number three. Number three is, and this is before you decide, you want to make sure before you decide anything, is that trust. Make sure you trust your partner to handle the hall pass responsible and without breaking the agreed upon boundaries. As I just told you the story before on the two couples. I'm unsure on exactly what their agreement was, but from what I witnessed from the argument, from him pulling her from the pool, that was not a agreeable agreement that they had between each other. Mind you, they've been in this lifestyle for years. This is my first time really experiencing this as a whole. As a whole, yes. All right, number 4, jealousy. Understand that jealousy can still arise even with an agreed upon hall pass, and be prepared to handle it in a healthy way. I guess, again, that's a great example of that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
What just happened is a great example. And I'm trying to think, have I ever been in a where I was jealous of my man kissing on somebody and I knew about it? Nope. For me, it was a turn on. For me, I like seeing my man being pleased by someone else, as me watching as a voyeur and watching his excitement come from me. And that's just me.
Okay.
My family like, girl, for real? Yes, for real. And I'm sharing this because there are probably a lot of people out there that probably have those same desires, but that's in your relationship, and sometimes people can, kind of put their own, the way that they want their relationships on you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And everybody relationship is not cookie cutter as that you will want it to be, but it's just not that way. It isn't.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you're right, because if people don't come out about what they want, other things they want outside of a relationship, then it's always like, there's a fantasy in one of their heads that's not being fulfilled,
Yeah.
And sometimes if that's not being fulfilled, your relationship is not being fulfilled.
Right. And you know what? And let me say this, because it's okay not to have those urges and not to be that way.
Right.
That's why you have to find somebody that's in common with you, in common with your language or your level, especially with your sex number. Would they say that sex number, like somebody could be an 8, 9, a 5, a 3, a 2, or 1. I remember years ago on Chocolate Radio when I don't know if we were having this conversation. There was another conversation, and a guy called in, and he was talking about how he would rather cheat than to give his wife, it was his hall pass, they rather give his wife a hall pass, because he felt like he rather for her just to be with him, and then he rather go get, the dirty stuff outside of his relationship. And I didn't understand that. And I see BTG, I see, a lot of the comments. I'm not really, reading them down. But, if y'all understand it, explain to me what that is.
I mean, right off the back, I think that what that is he would not, he don't want his girl to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably a guy who can't see his girl being intimate with another man or another woman, So he feels like that for her to not be that way, he won't show her how he is, and goes off and do stuff on the side.
But I hear that. But also, what if about the things that she might want to do, but like, no, that you can't do that because that's, I don't know, I guess ladylike or not ladylike.
I mean that, yeah. To a man, no, that's not ladylike. I mean, because I feel, most men who wants to be with another woman, even if him and his wife want to be with two women, opposed to see his woman with two men.
Okay, yeah. Why is that? Why is that a double standard? Why is that a double standard? I am so serious, y'all. I am so serious. And this is a great question. Why is it is okay for there to be 2 women in a man versus 2 men in a woman? I want to know your answers to this, your feedback. And I want to know your honest. Yeah, honest ones. For you, Mike, would you allow another man in your bedroom with you in your woman?
No, probably not.
Okay.
But if my woman want to be with 2 men, I will allow that. Opposed to me, her and another man.
Right.
So if she came to me, her fantasy, I want to be with 2 men, I'll be like, oh, okay, call them up.
But you could be in a room with your woman in another woman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How many other guys on here agree with that? Matter of fact, let me not even put it to guys. How many people on here agree with Dog Pound Mike right there? He can see himself with 2 women, but he cannot see himself in there with another man. He rather for her just to be with 2 women and just, would you watch it or no?
What her with 2 men?
Yeah.
No. But well, I probably could, but right off the back, I say no. But I think the thing is, and this is probably true about me, and it's probably true about, it may be that homophobic thing, because I have no problem with 2 men in a relationship, as long as I'm not one of them men.
Okay.
So if I'm there with a man and my wife and my sister, no, that's not, I couldn't get turned on because that man is there.
Okay.
And that's what it is. I couldn't be turned on because another man is there.
Right.
So, and if my wife, if that makes her feel good, I understand that, because that's something I can't do by myself. I can't be two men by myself.
Right.
So if that's something that really turns her on, then she needs two men.
Two men. Right. Right. I'm loving these comments up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, you got some folks agreeing with you, and someone, Miss Yoshi, girl. All right. If a woman wants another woman, hell yeah. But if she wants a man, then she has to do that somewhere else.
I hear Yoshi. Yoshi say, no dicks allowed. Spider Moose is on something. He coming at me.
Okay.
Mike, will you bang your friends or your brother's woman with him?
Like you out the stray?
No. Okay. I'm not doing no friends. I mean,
You know what? I don't think I would either. I would want to what you call that? I don't want to call them a stray. What do you call that? Like a one night stand or
like a one night stand,
like a stranger or something.
Come up,
Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody that I know.
Right.
Like honestly, like no, like it would have to be on the Hito Island.
On that island.
But don't nobody know me.
Yeah,
where my name could be Shaquanda. Or shit, Tatiana, or or Nikki or something. Like I'm not me. You know what I'm saying? Like period. And they don't know who I am, and they don't know who my man is, and it can be just I don't think I can. I don't think I can. And I joke around a lot and say, maybe I want to be in a, but that I'm just joking. I just do that just to be fucking with people, though.
look at RJ here.
All right, for my future wife, what?
For my future wife, absolutely not. For my girl, if I was single, I wouldn't care, but I would also wouldn't take her seriously.
Okay. I can't get mad at some of your I mean, these are your preferences. Some of your preferences, yeah. All right, and number 5, let's go, because I'd be just all over the place. Number 5, consequences. Consider the potential consequence of giving your partner a hall pass, such an emotional fallout or damage to the relationship, and make sure it's something you both are truly comfortable with before proceeding. So let me ask you this, and it's going to be a very, very shallow question. If you had a chance to choose the person who your girl or your guy had a hall pass with, would you find someone that's more attractive than you?
That's for me?
Yes. and for the BTG crew, but yes, it's for you.
Well, I got an ego. It's going to be hard to find somebody more attractive than the dog pound. That's going to be damn near impossible. But no, I mean, and that's the thing when you say attraction is different things. Mm-hmm. I think more of the thing to that is, and let's take it to the level what it is. What if that person is more pleasing sexually than I am with my woman? And I guess that comes because sometimes that comes with attraction too. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's where you have to trust where you are at in your relationship. Mm-hmm. You have to trust, when you go into those things, you really got to trust where your relationship is at, because somebody may come in, may look better, may throw it down better, but shit, can he pay?
How would you know? Because you ain't in there with him.
Right now.
Remember, you leaving.
You'll know when she come back home from Jamaica, you'll know.
And what she gonna say? You so stupid.
You'll see her when she walk in the door. like damn, you happy? Oh, you gonna come in happy.
All right, y'all. So I was just giving you the top 5, reasons that you need to think about before you choose to do this, and why you should, give your spouse a hall pass. So look, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna go to why you probably shouldn't do this. some kind of red flags or whatever that you shouldn't do this. It is your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks, here on Ask Naomi Bridget the Gap podcast. We'll be right back. It is Ask Naomi Ladder time. This is where my viewers will write in to me and I will give them my advice. And I will open up for you listeners too, if you guys have any advice on this one. But this is a really good one. He said, I'm a big fan of your work and blog. I was wondering if it's possible to get out of the friend zone with someone you might be interested in. He said, keep up the good work. If you ever in New York after the pandemic is over, I would love the opportunity to meet you. And we just going to say Jay from NYC. That's what we're going to say.
If you got any love, sex, or relationship advice that you need, you can email us at info@asknaomi.com. Also, if you like this video, like, subscribe, share, comment, all of those good things. I want you to keep it simple.
Ask Naomi Bridget the Gap. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. All right, it's your girl, D Goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridget the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more by bridging the gap between them all and teaching the world on sex attitude, language, and spiritual uplifting. Tonight's topic, what we've been talking about, is hall pass. Do you need a hall pass? Or are you down to giving your partner or your spouse a hall pass?
Oh, I'm down.
Y'all see my face? Y'all see my face? I'm looking like...
You think dog pound is down?
But you just have to be, you the only one that's in that room with. See, then I go on to a whole nother topic. I'm over there on a threesome stuff and all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm over there. All right. So before the break, we talked about some reasons or how to go about, some things to think about before you go and how to go about doing it. So this is why you should not. If you know there's something going on in your relationship that, and you all said and you thought about it, you need to think about these things. First of all, do you have trust issues? And be honest and real. It's so many times that you see, or I hear, especially me from a lot of my clients, is that they have trust issues with their significant other. And so a lot of times when they are talking, first of all, we're trying to do a self-love healing for them. But in that process for them of self-healing, they can't trust other people. That's a whole nother topic that we're going to come on back to. But those are some of the things and issues that, that happens within a relationship. Because sometimes you do bring, kind of some from the old baggage or relationship that you had before, and you will bring them into your current relationship. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And so number one is trust issues. So if you don't fully trust your partner, giving them a hall pass could lead to jealousy and potentially break the trust even more in your relationship. Right. All right. Number two, emotional damage. Emotional damage. A hall pass could cause emotional pain or damage in a relationship, especially if one partner is not interested in pursuing other partners. So it's like, don't just do it because your partner is up to it. And I guess this goes back to when you're dating or courting or whatever you call this. And I think a lot of the conversations need to open up when you're talking about sex and what your desires and want in a partner sexually with that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So even with the acts of, because sometimes, people choose to have open relationships because some other people are not comfortable with some of the acts that they do within that sexual relationship. Right. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then it's sometimes to be honest on what you do and what you don't. And it's okay to not be able to do that, but then allow that person to move on to somebody else and you find somebody else that is equally yoked with you in that. That's just my opinion.
I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. Do you think most people in the dating stage, and when they meet somebody they're attracted and then they go out some date, do you think most people they have sex with each other before they have the conversation about sex?
No.
You don't? Oh, okay.
Wait, say the question again. I want to make sure I'm answering right.
Do you think that a couple meeting each other, dating and getting to know each, do you think they have sex with each other before they have a conversation about sex?
I don't think they have an honest conversation, and sometimes sex just happens.
Right, that's what I mean. So they have sex before a conversation. I mean, I know I have in the past.
Yeah.
I had sex with people before we even discussed anything about sex.
Right, but that's my point.
Right.
Is that's where you need to sit and you need to have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Before, my thing is I want to know what it is. And it ain't like I just got here to thinking that way, because I have not been honest about what I wanted or what my needs. And as I got older, I found out more and more on what, turned me on or what my desires and stuff were. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To where now in the last of my relationship, I was able to be honest in that relationship because of other relationships that I had before, that I kind of knew what I wanted and what I didn't want in that relationship, versus on how supportive treating me, on how we build each other up, and also in the bedroom sexually, because I knew that I like to, have sex.
Understood.
Yeah. All right. Number 3, communication breakdown. As we said before, the boundaries and the expectations are not discussed thoroughly. It can lead to misunderstandings and breakup in the communication. Meaning, if your man or your girl is out here lying just about anything, period, and y'all relate, nope, don't do it.
That's simple. Yeah.
That's simple. Don't do it. Number 4, a risk of STIs in pregnancy. Having sex with multiple partners can increase the risk of sexually transmitted infections and unwanted pregnancies. Condoms.
Mm-hmm.
Go get tested. Go get tested. And that's one thing, is that when I did go to, some of these swinger events, mind you, like I said again, I was a voyeur, but they were very clear on, like, they used to have big old bowls of condoms all over the place. I remember this one that we all went to. I don't want to name everybody who went out with us, but we all went to. It was like, okay, let's go see, let's go check it out. We had to send our pictures into this club, and I was like, okay, I'm coming in there, and I told this story before. I'm coming in there with my group of people, so I had to send a picture of everybody that was coming with me along with myself. So I'm like, oh, okay, they doing this, you know what I'm saying? They doing this. We get to this spot. Why did they have sheets on the window shield? I'm like, huh? Mind you, remember I told you about me going to the Hito 2 and being with the, with the white folks and voyeur. Like, when you hanging with them, I mean, it was all kind of, it was caviar. It was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, yeah, it was, class. Like, I knew when we go to this one, it was supposed to be in Beverly Hills. It was like, oh, so me and my whole crew, it's both guys and girls, we all kicking it. We all like, yeah, we about to, go into this place and whatever. We saw that it was, I was like, wait, hold on. This ain't what this ain't it. This is not it, because they was animate on us sending pictures for us to get approved to come to this spot.
Wow.
Mind you, people like, Naomi, you gonna do something? I said, I don't know. I'll probably just watch. I probably just, but if somebody, then maybe. And honestly, that's how I was. So we go into the spot. I'm like, this is not it. I come with a basket with some wine and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was taught. When you come into somebody's party or somebody's event, you bring a gift. You bring a gift or something. So I'm coming in there with, wine, a whole nice little basket and stuff. Like, whoa, I'm deep. Like, when I say my crew was deep, we were deep going up in that mud. Like, yeah, the guys was like, okay, yeah. The girls was like, oh, okay, let's see what's happening. Everybody got on their best. Everybody looking sexy. Everybody, we're going there. What we see.
They should have been sending pictures of y'all, huh?
Woo, they needed their tails beat for that one. For that one. And when it was in Beverly Hills, it was like on the, I guess,
On the low end.
on the low end. I didn't know it was a low end in Beverly Hills, but it was the low end of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Man, we got out of there so damn quick.
It's Beverly Hills, then it's Beverly on the hill.
Right. But in my experience for that, and I'm gonna be very honest, I even thought about throwing parties like that. I remember talking to myself and some of my really good friends, and we were like, okay, let's kind of give this experience to a whole lot of people. And I could not find the right group of people who I can do it with, meaning that I am bougie. I really realized how, and I'm just gonna be honest. I have a big heart. I don't judge nobody or nothing. I'm just bougie. I am very bougie, and I like things a certain way, and I like to present things a certain way. I like that. And sometimes everybody doesn't flow like you flow. So for me, I couldn't, rock like that because it was something, and I wasn't supposed to be doing that anyway. I was just being out there, just experiment with some stuff with my grown self. That's what I was doing. All right, and number 5, if already in your relationships that you already see that someone is being jealous and resentment. The thing is, just like Dog Pound Mike said, he said, no, he can't really get down with his girl being in a room with another guy or whatever like that, because he might think about, are they having, is his sex better than mine? And then in that case, if it is, then what? Then, now you comparing yourself to him, or even the girl, you comparing yourself to her. Maybe the butt is bigger than yours, or she more sexy than yours, or whatever. And if you don't have that open communication where you can sit here and just truly talk about it and be honest with your feelings with it, then no, no, not at all. No. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna give you on why. Then we're gonna open up the phone lines. We'll open up the phone lines. And if you got any questions, even tell us a story. Have you ever gotten a hall pass from somebody? And if you did, let us know how it happened. And if it's like, no, I would never, let me know why. Let me know why you would never give out hall passes. It's your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks, here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. We'll be right back. So that's Naomi Talks there. Like, I spent a lot of time on this. All right, so my number 1, I read it before, and it's the mind. And this is a new one for me. It's like one when I was doing the research on it, and actually when I did my class on this, I actually got a 96 out of this class. But I saw with licorice, and I love licorice. I really do. And the vine is something that I thought that would be pretty cool, like wrapping the licorice around your mate's penis and eating it off or sucking it off or something like that. That's my number 1 food game with this. So, my number 2.
All right, and if you want to hear more of Naomi's top tips, make sure you tune in every week, every Thursday at Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap on podcast, YouTube Live, and every streaming network. Keep it sexy.
All right, it's your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks here, and welcome back to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all and teaching the world on sex, language, attitude, and spiritual uplifting. Today's topic is hall pass. Do you need a hall pass? Or are you up? Are you down for giving your significant other, spouse, partner a hall pass? On the first and our first 2, sections where we were talking about before the first two breaks. We were talking about one about, why possibly before you think about it. This is the things that you probably should talk about and think about. And the second one is like, if you see these signs of these things are happening in your relationship, there is a no, go, don't do.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to tell you on why some couples choose to open up their relationship for an open relationship or a pass. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, y'all got y'all what's the name down now. Remember now, that's why I told y'all the first two, especially the second what's the name, because make sure that y'all relationship is solid. All right, number one is sexual variety. Some couples want to experience sexual variety and explore new sexual experience with other people. So remember in the top of the hour, I was, I had that little tidbit back with Dog Pound Mike, and I said, I need some flavors, 31 flavors. I remember a guy that I was dating a long time ago, and he told me that all men would cheat. He said that all men would cheat. He said because they need a variety of women. He said they need like 31 flavors. He said that they need 31 flavors. And I was like, for real? He said, yes. He said, I don't know a man that has not cheated. That is what he told me. Now, I don't know if I believed it, but I think that's when I said, hold on, what's cheating? What's your definition of cheating? And then I said, what will be your definition for cheating for your relationship, Naomi? You know what I'm saying? Not of somebody else's, but what is yours, and that's when I started breaking down what cheating is for me and not in someone else's eyes. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right. Number two, freedom and anatomy. Open relationships can provide a sense of freedom and anatomy, allowing each partner to explore and pursue their own interests and desires. That is another reason why couples, the common reasons why they would explore open relationships and giving passes. Okay, number three, an emotional connection. For some couples, an open relationship can allow them to form emotional connections with multiple partners. And I'm going to say this, and I believe that is where it comes with a lot of with the swingers. What I do like about some of their communities is that a lot of them are very, very respectful on each other in their relationships. The ones that I've seen, just like I say, even with the experience that I had, you saw how quick they got that together with that. You understand what I'm saying with their boundaries, and that's what I can see for myself. What that was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Number four, avoid cheating. Some couples may choose to explore open relationship as a way to avoid temptation or cheating or infidelity. All right. So let me say this. I understand why that will say to prevent that from happening, but can you truly prevent that? You know what I'm saying? Would that really help that?
Right.
I guess that's me going back into some of the reasons of why not. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too deep into this. You know what I mean?
No, not really, because I mean, in a sense, it won't definitely avoid cheating, because when you give a hall pass, it's just for that time. But somebody, the male or female, they can find like, oh, that was a little more than what it is. But I can't tell my spouse, I can't tell my person that I'm more attracted to them and I want more than a hall pass.
Right.
And that's when the infidelity can creep in.
Right.
I mean, everything else could be on point to that time, but you are talking about feelings too.
Right. Yeah. All right, and number five, compatibility. Some couples may simply be more compatible with an open relationship dynamic and may find the monogamy does not fit the needs or desires.
Mm.
I think that truly goes back to what we were speaking about before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
About what we were speaking about before. All right, so we're gonna open up the lines. Give us a call at 626-605. Ask Naomi. That's 626-605-2758. The question for tonight is do you need a hall pass? Are you down for giving your partner a hall pass? If so, let me know. If not, let me know. Give us a call, 626-605-2756.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break and we're going to come back. And then we got social connection where I did post this question on Instagram and I got some really interesting feedbacks to it. This is your girl, D Goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. We will be right back.
I have not met my match. I always think I do because I'm, oh, he cute. But when I go soulfully, a lot of men are not in tune with who they are on a deeper level. And so it's hard. I need me like a magic man here. That's why I moved to Vegas, huh? I moved to Vegas to hope to find someone with a higher vibration and that they can live in duality. You know, they have a good side and a dark side. Because in my meditations and in some of my shamanic past life regressions, I've been shown that why I didn't have children yet, and then I have children coming. They're just waiting for the right partner.
Ask Naomi, Bridging the Gap. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and all right, it's your girl, the Goddess Naomi Banks here, and we have this social connections time. All right, so the question that I posed on social media today on Instagram was, do you need a hall pass? Do you need a hall pass? And I actually chose a few of, I thought some favorites that kind of stood out and that I answered back what it was. Okay, hit it. All right. I am not in a relationship, but I would never need or give a hall pass. Yeah. And I guess you know what? Like who's that? Yoshi?
Yeah, Yoshi. Yeah.
Well, Yoshi. And I think I saw, a few other, people say sometimes that's not, for you,
Right.
which is
Right.
very understandable. I mean, your preferences or what you got, and people just are very more dedicated to their relationship. Not saying that the other people are not dedicated to their relationship. It's just another meaning of what they feel their relationship is for them. Does
Right.
that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
All right, go to the next one. All right, no such thing as a hall pass in a relationship or marriage. All right, this is where I disagree. Because I guess everyone, and I'll probably get some eggs and shit thrown at me and stuff like that. But in a relationship and marriage, people kind of generalize on what it should be.
Right.
Where in different relationships is something different for that couple. You understand what I'm saying? For that relationship, that's their relationship. So if the past is not for you, that's not for you. But to say that that's what the hall pass means.
Right.
It's for these relationships that are monogamous, that are willing to take that chance to do something different they feel like for the betterment of their relationship.
Understand.
You ain't got nothing back. All right.
No, that's totally understandable because that's what it is. No, every relationship don't need it. Most of them may not need, but some do need it. And the ones that do need it, you have to have that honest conversation. This is what I need for our marriage as well. And it's not just for the man; it's for the man or the woman.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, next one.
All right, the next one, it says depends on the relationship, I would say. However, in the long run, that may bring some issues. Yeah, I can agree with that. Depending on your relationship, as you mentioned before, if you really got a strong relationship and you really um, trust them and you have yourself together, and that's honest because we all have these insecurities about ourselves that sometimes show up in another way.
Right.
My thing is always don't try to dabble in something that you are not familiar with, especially if you are not comfortable with yourself. And remember when I just read a few of why some people, why couples do it. To, if it's something for it to save your relationship, I don't know. That's what I'm on the fence about.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like when you say about saving a relationship, for me, is that one person wants something different and the other one is good for what it is.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel you on that. You shouldn't do it to save a relationship. You should do it to enhance
Enhance
your
it. Yeah.
relationship. Because if your relationship on the brink of needing saving, oh, you definitely don't want to bring nobody else in because it
Right.
won't help.
Right. Right. All right. And the last one, it says, I am single, but if I was in a relationship, I think it's wrong to cheat. So I need a pair.
There you go. There you go. I need that pass.
So that goes to where the last one was on that one. All right, so we have opened up the lines as well as we have opened up. If you want to join us on with the link, just send the link for video. Hit it up there right now and join us in this conversation about, do you need a hall pass? And if you did, and if you wanted to, would you be willing to give your partner or your spouse or your significant other a hall pass? All right, give us a call at 626-605-2756. That's 626-605. Ask Naomi. And we do have a caller.
Hello.
Ask
Hello
Naomi.
again. Hello again, Naomi.
Hey,
To you and
Joseph,
your
how are you?
co-star. Fine. I'm listening to your topic. Do you need a hall pass? Does that include if you're single? Do you still need a hall pass? Because
Well, no, if you single, then you don't need a hall pass because you don't need a permission from your because you don't have a significant other. If you're single,
well,
you can do whatever
You
your
all
heart
good.
feel. You are free to do whatever Joseph feel to do with whoever he's with or whoever he choose to be with in that time that he wants to. If you're single, but
Yeah.
if you're in a relationship, that is when you would need permission and a hall pass from your significant other.
Yeah. If you single, you out of school. You don't need no hall pass. You can walk down the halls all day long.
Did you really just say that?
yeah. And I heard what one of you said about two women instead of one or two guys. Me, and I hope your male co-host doesn't have a problem with that. With this, me, if I had a choice if, of two women, I would choose you, Naomi Banks, and India Morel, if it's all right with you.
I kind of knew that was happening. You love this chocolate. You love us. You some chocolate ones, don't you?
I hear you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Joseph. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, thank you for calling in. All right, baby.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. All right, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridget again podcast. But we talk about everything: love, sex, relationship, cultural differences. The line is open. So give us a call. That's 626-605-2756. That is 626-605. And that's Ask Naomi. Let's go over to BTG crew.
Here go a good one right here.
All right.
I mean.
All right. Should there be a limit on how many hall passes you can get? That is truly up to you in your relationship, and that's to be very honest. that goes to where you start to set boundaries. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, for that, if that enhances your relationship, then so be it. But if it doesn't, if you see some problems with it, then no, do not do that. Period. Don't do it. So let me say this, and I probably need to be putting up a disclaimer before then. All right. So I am not trying to push an agenda on anyone. I'm not trying to push an agenda on anyone. I'm just speaking from my experiences to let you all know what it is for a person who has been in an open relationship for some years. I'm no longer in an open relationship, but it was for a point in time in my relationship and how it was. For me to let people know is that there's no shame whether you want that relationship with your partner or not. And so it's like more if I'm giving you, if some, decide to. And like I said, I used to get a lot of emails from people that ask that very questions on threesomes, on stuff like that. And so I want to break it up so you can educate them before they choose to make this decision to go out there and do something like that, because it's not for everybody. It's not for every relationship.
Right. Right.
I heard you do a deep, and I thought you was gonna say something, add
No,
on to it.
no. I mean, the only to that you absolutely right is it's all for what you prefer.
Yeah.
It's all what's needed in your relationship. And I mean, actually, we're gonna put this comment from Yoshi up because she said something a little different now.
All right, I have no shame. I love older women. So if my woman is wearing me out and I need a break and she needs something else, look here, I'm not jealous at all. She is not about to kill me.
Okay, see. Yeah, but that's just being honest right there.
Right.
That's being honest right there.
Mm-mm. All right, let's go to some more. Let's see.
Let's go. Okay, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about needing a variety right here.
All right, so Mark, hey Mark. Mark said cheating. Yeah, I don't want chicken on my plate every day. A good steak can be good. Also. You know what? I gotta laugh at that. Let me tell you why I gotta laugh at that, because I use ice cream with 31 flavors. He brought in the meat, the chicken in the steak, and I don't know which one is worse, being a dirty bird or or the red meat.
Right. Here we got somebody on.
All right, Mr. Massman, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Having a fun topic tonight, huh?
Yes, it's a fun topic tonight. You enjoying this topic?
Yeah, it's cool. I can't really relate to nothing because I've never been in a relationship. But theoretically, I would be cool giving a girl a hall pass, but I think I'm in the minority of men because most men don't want to let their women be with other men. They kind of have like a sense of ownership over a woman.
Mm.
It's like that's my girl. You can't have my girl. It's like that's why guys be talking about body counts and all of that kind of stuff. It's like they want women to be promiscuous, but when they want to settle down, they want a woman that don't have no history.
Right. So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna ask you this too, Dog Pound Mike, because I've had that said to me a number of occasions from different shows, and just even in personal, on a thing, is that they don't want anybody that is promiscuous. They want somebody that's the girl next door who almost damn near a virgin, which is no problem with. But then when they're not getting that sexual satisfaction from that person, they will go out to cheat on them with that. Why? Why can't you share? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. You want to answer it first, man?
All right, good night. Um, when they're not getting it. I think guys just want variety naturally. They just like variety, and if a guy, if he ever like was a player, they tend to want to stay a player. Like if I'm a player, it's like even if I get married, I still see a woman I like, maybe I want to talk to her. But I don't want my woman doing that. I can do it, you can't do it. What you doing? You my woman.
But you gonna go out there and get some more flavors, but you want her to keep the same old flavor with you. But you go out and get some more flavors.
And not tell her about it. It's like this is a big secret. You not even gonna let her in on what you doing. Like, baby, you cheating on me? No.
See, that's that Danny Glover in Color Purple shit. but the thing is you have to have the yes. Men want variety and they want flavor too. They want and men talk about it all the time when they with their guys. But the thing is, women want the same thing as well.
I like Lori's. I want some garlic on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want some paprika. I want some different type of seasoning. I don't want just the old different type that you giving me. If you going out there and get some flavors, why can't we get the flavors together? That's my thing. Why can't we go get the flavors together?
But you're not allowed.
Okay, see, I'm about to hang up on you.
No. I'm not talking about me. This is not how I feel. This is what I see men saying.
Yeah,
this is what I've observed. I'm like, why are you like that? It's unfair. Why are you being unfair? If you can do it, why can't she do it?
Right. Like, we want the same old dirty bird with no seasoning on it. And you probably, when you going out there and get your different flavors, you probably flipping it upside down, doing all kinds of stuff. And then you come back and get us the old dry, limp stuff. No.
Yeah. Guys are really like.
No. If I learn something new out there, I'm going to bring it home. I might learn something.
Guys are really hypocritical when it comes to this. Really hypocritical. It's like, let me do me, but you stay at home, you watch the house, you clean, you do all of that, and let me do me. I'm a man. Women ain't supposed to do that. I don't understand it, but that's the way that it is.
That's the way that it was, because things are changing. Women are becoming more independent. That things are changing very much.
You think so?
Oh, yes. I know so. I mean, I look at my parents and my grandparents and now something, but it is some change as far as things going on. That's why you probably find a women with a lot more women. That's why you find a lot of women who's not putting up with the same thing. Men ain't changed. I'm saying a lot of men haven't changed a lot. Well, some of them have, but women definitely have changed a lot, I believe.
Okay.
It's more of accepting just being there.
Exactly.
and not really tapping into their sexuality or what they want, from there. So let me, and I know this because I really don't, because I want to come back with a whole show on this. Now it's the whole thing with the polyamorous, the polygamy, all of that. And I see on TikTok, a lot of those relationships. It's usually one guy with like 3 women or 4 women. Like speaking of what's that guy name? Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon got like 10 baby mamas, and they all like have babies on top of each other. But he is, he's made they make a joke on him, but then they still praise him in the same way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he don't have any body counts, and he got just as much as body counts as a woman that has multiple baby daddies.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nick Cannon, he's on a whole other kind of thing. Nobody really knows what Nick Cannon is up to or why he's doing what he's doing. And honestly, I don't understand why people are giving Nick Cannon in particular such a hard time, because he's not the first guy to have like 10 kids. Like, didn't DMX have 10 kids?
Yes, a lot. But he just, what I guess the thing is that he's so open and so embraced. We didn't know that DMX had 10 kids. We didn't know that. Where with, Nick Cannon, he holds that like, this is what it is. I am building my kingdom.
Yeah.
The thing about it, it's a lot of guys that got 10 kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that got 10 kids.
I think it's because I think it's because Nick Cannon came into the form of being like a conscious brother and like, so clean cut and like that. And like when people see a guy with like that many kids, that's kind of like bum nigga kind of behavior. It's like, why are you doing bum nigga shit? It's like, or hood nigga shit. It's like, you're not a hood nigga. Why are you doing hood nigga shit?
But
And it's like,
you only be called a bum nigga or a hood nigga if you ain't taking care of him, if you ain't paying for him. Nick paying for his kids. He taking care of his kids, so he can have as many as he want,
and people still have a problem with it. People are like, well, he can't spend time with all them kids. He can't give his kids all that time. I'm like, if he is it like there are people who work jobs who got to be gone on the road. There are people in the military. People find a way to spend time with their kids. It's like Nick Cannon can find a way to spend time with his 10 kids. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, especially when he has money. He has money where they can come on set with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he has
Yeah.
money. He
He
has
can have them homeschooled.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Mass Man. Well, thank you, baby.
All
Thank
right.
you. All right, you have a
I'll,
good one.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye now. All right, it's your girl D Goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. We are talking about hall passes. Are you down for one? Do you need one? Are you down to giving your significant other, your partner, your spouse, or whatever you call them? Are you down for giving them one? And if not, let me know why. Give us a call at 626-605-2656. That's 626-605. Ask Naomi. All right, we got somebody else. Hey, Rock Hard.
Yo, what's happening?
What's going on? You relaxing?
Yeah, nah, I'm cool and fresh out the gym. How you
Oh,
doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
That's what's up. To answer your question, giving a hall pass. G shit, like chatting with you got me thinking different, like in life in general. I kind of think like in porno world when I think with you. And I was thinking like, nah, honestly, like giving like hall passes for your job, like I think like that would really be the only way. Like, cause it's like you really making money. And it's like you're not doing it just for a lust situation. But with
Mm,
that being said, though, like before we get intimate or get serious, we would have to spend like 6 months of celibacy
okay.
after we do that. We'll have to spend like 6 months of celibacy and then get serious on that type of level. But thinking like a year ago, like hell nah, never. But chatting with you and like being more open minded, thinking about it, like that's her career. She can make money. And it's like it is building for a future at the same time too. And if you building it too, you're gonna match that. So in a way, it's like that would be the only way for me to answer that question.
All right. So not for a regular woman. That's a no go for you. There is no. Okay, so let me ask you: would you want a hall pass?
No.
No. Okay.
Tell you the truth, I tell every girl that I get with, like, if we ever had a threesome, it would be a girl that she picked. Like, I'm not checking for no other woman. If I'm with you, I'm with you.
Okay.
Like, that's how I always feel. I'm not like, if I'm talking to a woman, it's either business or family.
I got you. I understand that. He said he ain't checking for nobody else, just that woman.
I hear you.
Like,
I hear
like
Just
guarantee if we have a threesome, it was because she was checking for her.
okay.
I hear you.
So you will be down for a woman that is bisexual but bi curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, though, I don't do cheating, and you can cheat with a woman too. That's like the done deal. Like if you cheat, like that's a dub. Like
What's cheating for you? What's your meaning of cheating?
getting
Like we in
intimate.
a relationship. You and I in a relationship. So what do our relationship look like? What does it say? Speak to me to what our boundaries or what cheating look like for our relationship.
Now, like, are we talking like regular world or
We're talking about you and I are in a relationship.
okay? Like you just getting intimate with another individual. I have, like you said earlier, like that's why hall passes really wouldn't be good for me because I have trust issues. Like
Hmm.
you could just go on a date with another man, like you cheated.
Right.
But I have a question for you because I was thinking about this. Let's say like you with a woman, like I'm with a woman, and I'm watching porn, and the real reason why is because I'm not enjoying the sex that she's giving me. Now I love her, but I don't enjoy the sex, so I watch a porno to satisfy myself. Is that cheating?
That depends on. And I get and that's a topic that I wanted to bring because somebody just came all up in my DMs about as a fan of them being addicted to porn and what's my
Mm-hmm.
thought of that. I guess my next question is why not sit with her and watch porn with her so she can see what it is that you like?
Because she don't like porn.
But just if you show her, it's like, you know what, baby, have you sat down and had a conversation like, I'm really not, I'm not feeling this, baby, Kate, it's something that we can try new. Have you had that conversation with her?
Yeah.
Why you just sound like
No, I'm
you
saying no. Yeah, like we did have that conversation,
and what she
and
say?
it's just, huh?
And what
I
did
mean,
she
we
say?
didn't talk about the porn. We just talked about the sex and saying it's like we basically like we got to step it up, or it's like I wasn't really liking it. So we was trying. I'll give her credit, like she was trying, but it just wasn't satisfying me.
But okay, so what was you trying to get from her that she wasn't giving to you?
What you mean?
What is it that you do not like her doing or not doing that is not pleasing to you that you have to come to porn and look at it and be like, okay.
Oh, I mean, just in general, just the sex in general. It was just horrible. I just didn't like it.
I'm sorry. Wait, let me. Did you see my face?
Yeah, she was just
Wait,
like,
what? Wait a minute, huh? Wait. Okay, hold on. Wait, look here. Go. Can we pause? No, we can't pause.
nah, we can't
It's
pause.
live.
It's live.
Baby, right? No, right. You got to come in for a minute while I kind of gather myself before these words come out my mouth.
Nah,
Maybe
speak, speak.
well, I'm like Naomi. What she didn't do? She didn't get no head. She didn't
Oh,
like doggy style. She just lay there and not move. What was the what was the issue?
oh, she was running. Yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, she couldn't give head. I ain't gonna hold you.
What she
Yeah,
say? What? She not
I
gonna
said.
hold you.
No, I said she couldn't give head, and she was running like she was a runner. Like that shit was annoying, and she couldn't ride.
So I take that relationship over.
Oh yeah, that's a dog. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's the thing. I
Oh,
mean,
these.
mm.
Hmm?
How long were you guys together? How long was your relationship? How long were you guys together?
Oh, it wasn't long at all. It was only like a couple months. It wasn't. It didn't last.
Oh, so y'all really didn't even build no kind of, rapport with each other at all.
Mm.
You said she was running. You was too big for her or something? Is that what you trying to say? You trying to get on the low?
I'm,
Is that what you trying to do? He trying to pump his
I'm,
collar and say,
I'm, no, like I'm. This is just like real talk, like
Mhm.
real shit. Ain't no bragging, like this real life.
I mean that's
But
the thing.
like,
Some people
but
just not good at it.
would that be considered cheating?
It depends on your relation, and that's honest. That depends on your relationship. To some, it could be cheating. It is because you're taking away that intimacy from that other person, and you pleasing yourself in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you. And I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it will desensitize you from being with someone. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always preach is that if you are in a relationship with somebody and you are watching, why not bring them in to that space where you are so you guys can watch it together. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people look at when you are watching it is that they go into comparison. They want to compare themselves to that, either Lex or a Naomi or Jada, and all that. And it's like, no, let's sit and let's learn these things together so we can please each other because these are things that I like. So if your conversation is more real and authentic in which your sexual desire is in, instead of being shamed of it, that will help your relationship more. And if she
That's
said, "Oh, you a freak," but you is a freak, and then she's not a freak for you. So that's not that's not your likeness. That's not who your person is. You understand what I'm saying?
right. Like that wasn't my match. I got you.
Right? No, not at all. Not if she running like, damn, she got to be good in something. Like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess my thing is that if I'm not good in something and I really like a person, I really like this man and in a relationship, I am so down for them to teach me,
Mhm.
or me to do the teaching, especially if I want this relationship to last, and stuff like that, because I'm very open. I want to learn more things, and there's some things I like, no, that ain't for me. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to be open and honest about what it is that you desire and want. And sometimes it would be like, but that ain't the person for you then. Right. And vice versa. If he doing I don't know, I can't go with that. Then baby, that ain't the person for you. If you run in a way, sometimes people can't take all of that. Some people can. You heard Stacey Lyons say the other day, she was like, no, she would never date anybody the size of less, because she know. She can't, that ain't what it is. But you have some people that can. So, that watching porn thing is that's a slippery slope. Right. It is, because it can be very educational if you're being true and honest about what it is. But then it
That's
also can be an addiction to where it desensitizes you to relationships. Right.
see for me, like it was educational. That's the reason for me watching it. It like I'll look at it like I'll get with a girl and be like, all right, like she's built like Jada, so watch a Jada video, or like she's built like a Lacey, or she's built like a Naomi, like she's tall, so let me watch a Naomi video, let me watch a Roxy video. Like that's what it was for me. So it's like it's more an educational thing.
Right, but also don't go in. I mean, I understand in your comparison of the body type, but then remember that we are professionals. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't go in there trying to be a Lex Steele or Mr. Marcus or an LT, going up in there. Well, dang, they did this, and go up in her and she like, what the hell? No, you can't be doing that. Kind of take it slow with them with doing it, and like, don't be afraid to share in what you're watching and just saying maybe she be turned on it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you never know.
True, true.
You never know. Like I said, I had when I had my OnlyFans, I had couples that was on it, there that love to just enjoy, watching me do whatever. You have that. I've had those where, people will write in and stuff like that. So there are couples out there that like to be honest and experience those things with each other. Just like I was talking about the swinger thing, that's the same thing. It's just finding somebody that is equally yoked with you on all levels. Period.
Peace, peace. I like that.
Yep. Well, thank you, Rock Hard.
I
Got folks
appreciate
running
it.
from you, dude. Running from you, huh? Have a good one,
Yeah,
baby.
you too. Be good, love.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, it's your girl D Goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. We truly had a good. This was a fun topic, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It was truly a fun topic. Yeah, and let me tell you guys. If you guys get a chance, go listen to some of the old episodes of Chocolate Radio, the live show. Some great topics. Like, literally, when I was listening to it today, I was like, oh, I missed them days. Like, I want to bring Chocolate Radio back. I mean, because we had so much a variety of things that was happening. I mean, I had a gossip section. I had, I was, showcasing, independent artists. Some great guests that came on. Like, it was a really feel good type of show that have you cracking up all day, everything. I think this when we were younger and we were in the raw of everything. We just had so much fun, with it. And that's the same energy that I love that I'm bringing here to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Sure enough, we talk about some really serious life-changing, experience and topics, like that. But also we want to talk about some things that are fun, some things that would truly, get your blood going in a positive way, make you kind of tingle down there. Our whole thing is just educating, each other, not just only in experiences, but also just through, knowledge of certain things.
Right.
And if you guys have any questions on relationship, sex, or relationship advice, you guys know you can always email me at info@asknaomi.com. And in the subject line, put, what it is Ask Naomi and what you're asking me for. And I will get to it. I promise you I will. It's just, I'll be working on some hurts, but I'll get to it. Just don't give me no time restraint on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, don't give me no. And we got some new merch. We got the Authentic Conversation merch. You guys can look at it with us down there. You guys all see it. We got some tote bags and book bags and, all of that stuff down there. This is to help, continue to keep this going, for that. We got to make some money somehow. Mm-hmm. And it goes straight back into production right here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. I want to thank everybody that continues to come out and support us here. I want to thank my boy Dog Pound Mike.
Yep.
You got any last words before we close this out?
No, I'm going to go try to get my whole ass on.
All right, guys, I will see you next week. But before we go, remember what I always say. I'm sending love, light, and prayers to all of you. Be good to one another and yourselves. And always keep it sexy. Good night.
Hey, it's the goddess Naomi Banks. And I hope you enjoyed that last episode of Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. And if you did, please like, subscribe, press that notification button, as well as comment. I'll see you next week. Keep it sexy.
Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationships, cultural differences, and so much more.